Air carries a rhythm that is light, curious, and endlessly moving. It is the force that brings ideas to life, that sparks conversations, that creates connection through understanding rather than intensity. When air energy flows through relationships, it brings clarity, openness, and a sense of emotional freedom that allows love to breathe. In this journey, AstroPrinciple guides you through the emotional landscape of the breeze of Gemini, the balance of Libra, and the vision of Aquarius, revealing how their energy shapes compatibility, healing, and long-term harmony in 2026. The breeze of Gemini begins with a mind that never stops exploring. This energy loves through curiosity, conversation, and the desire to understand every layer of a person's heart. Gemini does not fall in love with appearances. They fall in love with thoughts, with ideas, with the spark that comes from meaningful exchange. In 2026, this breeze becomes more emotionally aware, learning to balance mental stimulation with emotional presence. Gemini attracts partners who appreciate playfulness, intelligence, and adaptability. Yet misunderstandings arise when Gemini's shifting energy is mistaken for inconsistency. This year encourages Gemini to slow down, to listen with intention, and to express feelings with more clarity. AstroPrinciple observes that Gemini grows when they learn to stay present even when emotions become complex, understanding that depth does not limit freedom, it enriches it. The breeze of Gemini explores compatibility across elements with openness in 2026. With fire, the connection becomes lively and exciting, but emotional grounding is needed. With earth, stability enters the relationship, though patience becomes essential. With water, emotions deepen, but communication must remain clear. With fellow air, the bond becomes effortless, though consistency must be nurtured. Gemini learns that love is not only about movement, but about presence, the presence to understand, to connect, and to stay even when the mind wants to wander. This year, Gemini discovers that the strongest relationships are those that allow both conversation and silence to coexist. The balance of Libra moves through love with grace, harmony, and a deep desire for emotional fairness. Libra's heart seeks connection that feels equal, peaceful, and beautifully aligned. In 2026, this balance becomes more grounded, inviting Libra to express needs with honesty rather than hesitation. Libra attracts partners who appreciate charm, kindness, and emotional intelligence, yet misunderstandings arise when Libra avoids conflict to maintain peace. This year encourages Libra to embrace truth even when it feels uncomfortable, understanding that real harmony is built through clarity, not avoidance. AstroPrinciple notes that Libra grows when they learn to choose themselves without guilt, allowing relationships to become more authentic and emotionally balanced. The balance of Libra explores compatibility across elements with sensitivity in 2026. With fire, passion awakens but requires emotional steadiness. With earth, stability strengthens the bond, though Libra must avoid feeling restricted. With water, emotional depth grows, but boundaries must remain clear. With fellow air, communication becomes effortless, though decisions must be made with intention. Libra learns that love is not only about harmony, but about honesty. The honesty to express desires, fears, and expectations without losing grace. This year, Libra discovers that the strongest relationships are those where balance is not maintained through silence, but through mutual understanding. The vision of Aquarius rises with originality, independence, and a deep desire to create meaningful connection without losing individuality. Aquarius loves with openness, curiosity, and a sense of emotional spaciousness that allows relationships to grow naturally. In 2026, this visionary energy becomes more emotionally grounded, inviting Aquarius to explore the softer layers of intimacy. Aquarius attracts partners who appreciate authenticity, intelligence, and a forward-thinking spirit, Yet misunderstandings arise when Aquarius's need for space is mistaken for detachment. This year encourages Aquarius to express affection more openly, allowing warmth to balance independence. AstroPrinciple observes that Aquarius grows when they learn to share their inner world, understanding that vulnerability does not limit freedom, it deepens connection. The vision of Aquarius explores compatibility across elements with clarity and emotional maturity in 2026. With fire, the connection becomes inspiring and forward-moving, though emotional grounding is needed. With earth, stability enters the relationship, but Aquarius must avoid feeling confined. With water, emotional depth grows, yet communication must remain open to prevent misunderstandings. With fellow air, the bond becomes effortless, though emotional presence must be nurtured. Aquarius learns that love is not only about freedom but about connection. The connection that grows when two people choose to understand each other without losing themselves. This year, Aquarius discovers that the strongest relationships are those where independence and intimacy coexist with ease. As the air journey unfolds, a deeper truth begins to rise. Air signs are not defined only by movement. They are defined by the clarity they bring into relationships. The breeze of Gemini teaches the beauty of curiosity and presence. The balance of Libra teaches the strength of harmony and emotional honesty. The vision of Aquarius teaches the power of individuality and shared understanding. Together, they reveal that air in relationships is not detachment but awareness. The awareness that love grows through communication, openness, and the willingness to see the world through another's eyes. In 2026, air signs experience a year of emotional clarity and inner expansion. Relationships become spaces where ideas evolve, where conversations heal, and where connection becomes a gentle flow rather than a forceful push. Gemini learns depth without losing freedom. Libra learns honesty without losing harmony. Aquarius learns vulnerability without losing individuality. AstroPrinciple reminds you that compatibility is not a fixed pattern but a living exchange, shaped by communication, understanding, and emotional presence. Air signs thrive when they embrace this exchange, allowing their natural openness to guide relationships toward clarity, balance, and long-term connection. As this journey concludes, the air within each sign continues to move with quiet purpose, not scattered, but intentional, not distant, but aware. It becomes the breeze that refreshes connection, the balance that restores harmony, and the vision that inspires growth. In 2026, air signs step into a year where communication becomes wisdom, openness becomes strength, and love becomes a path of shared understanding and shared evolution. And through this path, AstroPrinciple remains a companion, offering insight, clarity, and the gentle reminder that when air is understood, it becomes one of the most transformative forces of emotional connection.